Good evening and welcome to Interlude. Welcome to our Wednesday evening service. Whether you're in our sanctuary, our physical sanctuary, or whether you're in our online sanctuary, we welcome you. Thank you for being here with us this beautiful fall evening here in the Pacific Northwest. It is definitely darker and wetter and the leaves are starting to change color. So, welcome. We have this midweek service just to give us an opportunity to come together and pause in the middle of our week and reorient ourselves, reground ourselves, recenter ourselves in the truth as we know it to be. And from that place in consciousness, carry forward through the rest of our week. Kind of a touchdown. So shall we open with prayer? And if you would, just allow your body to get comfortable. Just trust that your body knows what to do to be comfortable. If it needs to wiggle a little bit or adjust how you're sitting or move, let it do what it needs to do so that you are comfortable wherever you're sitting or lying down. Let's begin by taking a moment and gathering our attention. So if you have some attention still at work, at thinking about a project or something that needs to be solved, just call your attention back right here to where you are. Or maybe you have your attention on a personal problem or on a friend who's having a difficulty. Or maybe your attention is on a task that is undone or a task that needs completing, or on what you might be fixing for dinner later. Just call your attention back from all of those to-dos and allow yourself to come fully present right here. And I'd like you to consider welcoming all of you home. Welcoming all of you, all of yourself to this moment. So if there's a part of you or a moment in time today or over the last couple days where maybe you did something that you were embarrassed about, welcome that person home. Welcome that part of you home. Or if you put your foot in your mouth, or if you were grumpy or angry or sad, happy, joyful, playful, welcome all of you, all of yourself back home to this moment by gathering all of yourself up in your arms and welcoming yourself home. Love all of you. And as you do that, notice if you don't feel a little bubble of joy or gratitude or happiness and the fullness of having all of yourself welcome and here, right here. For there is no part of you that can be outside of God. There is only one life, one power, one presence. Only one substance, one ground of all being. And so no part of you can be outside of God, outside of the love that is God, outside of the peace that is God, outside of the power that is God. So welcome all of yourself home to yourself in this now moment. And so it is. Amen. So, we are week 4 in a series that Dr. Richard launched based on the book, The Creative Life by Eric Butterworth. And tonight we're offering another opportunity in the week to take the message from Sunday and put it into practice by using the exercises that Butterworth offers at the end of each chapter. In chapter 4, Butterworth introduces the innate capacities of understanding and will, which he feels are represented by the sun and the moon. I love that on Sunday, Dr. Richard charged us to dig within ourselves and let Butterworth's text become a living document for each of us, to discover what it means to you and what it means to me. I think for those of us on the spiritual path, it doesn't behoove us to continue to let someone else spoon feed us their version of meaning. In my opinion, that kind of smacks of letting God remain outside of us. Our work is to turn within, to sit in the stillness and let that universal voice speak to us from within. For then, we are listening to the one voice, the one wisdom, the one life. And while it may express uniquely through us, it will be from the same single, infinite, only one source. And so, with the charge to do my own digging, this is a nugget that I came up with. And for those of you not reading along in the book, I'm going to share a story. And for those of you, a story from the book. And for those of you who are reading along in the book, please bear with me. Butterworth shares and interprets the story of Moses and the burning bush. And I'd like to share that with you tonight. So to quote Butterworth, remember Moses in the wilderness? He received the guidance to lead his people to freedom from their long bondage in Egypt. Now, note how the creative process worked for him. He encountered a burning bush. It was probably ablaze with the blossoms of spring, but he saw it as a ball of fire coming to him as an idea. And after warming himself next to this light of understanding, this sun, his intuition led him to remove his shoes. In metaphysical symbology, the feet represent understanding, and shoes represent the intellectual concepts that bind the mind in fixed attitudes or beliefs. When we receive a rich spiritual idea, it is imperative that we remove our shoes and become recentered and grounded in the center of light within. The removal of Moses' shoes was a firmament or faith perception that gave rise to the will to lead his people out of slavery in Egypt. I think it's important to note that Butterworth says that the will that is being spoken of here is not the will of human determination. It is not the will of gritted teeth, but the willingness that makes space for the spiritual process, that makes space or makes way for the creative flow. So the last sentence of Butterworth's interpretation of the burning bush story could read, the removal of Moses' shoes was a firmament or faith perception that gave rise to the willingness to lead his people out of slavery in Egypt. And I say willingness because you remember that Moses argued with the bush for a minute, didn't he? He said, "Who am I? I'm a nobody. Who am I to do this? And who shall I say sent me? And what if they don't believe me? And I can't do this alone." But he stayed at the bush. He didn't run away. He was willing. And his willingness made way for the creative flow. And the how was revealed. Butterworth tells us that the creation story gives us the prayer that never fails. Let there be. Not there will be or make there be, but let there be. And to me, this implies willingness, a setting in motion and an allowing. And finally, I love that Dr. Richard brings up the inherent responsibility in the creative process, that just because we can create doesn't mean that we should. I'm reminded by his talk on Sunday, I'm reminded of the Emerson quote, "We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children." Shall we have a time of meditation tonight? Let's begin again by taking a moment to allow your body to settle into a comfortable position. Once again, if you need to adjust or wiggle, go ahead and take the time to do that. Listen to your body. You can close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep them slightly open, feel free to do so. Allow your spine to be straight and comfortable, and your shoulders to soften. Go ahead and take a full breath in and a long breath out. And let's begin by bringing your attention into your body. Notice the feeling of the weight of your body on the chair or the floor or the bed, wherever you are. And as you breathe, notice how your chest and abdomen expand to allow the air to enter your lungs. What sensations are you aware of? And as you exhale, bring awareness to the stillness and notice the sense of relaxing more deeply. And now bring your attention to the top of your head. And just notice, are there any sensations in your scalp? Are there any sensations down the back of your head? Any sensations on the sides of your head? any sensations in your face. Bring your attention to your jaw and notice if you're holding any tension in your jaw. Squeeze your eyes closed and then slowly relax the muscles around your eyes. Relax the muscles around your mouth. And then let your whole face be soft. Breathe in and breathe out. And now notice your neck and your throat. Just allow your neck and your throat to be soft. Then notice your shoulders and arms and feel any sensations in your shoulders and arms as you allow any tension to move from your shoulders down to your upper arms, down through the elbow, down through your forearms, through your wrists, your hands, and out of your fingers. Just allow the tension to drain from your shoulders, down your arms, and out of your fingers. Notice any tightness or any temperature sensations. Notice what the fabric of your clothing feels like against your skin. And breathing in and breathing out. Now bring your attention to your chest and abdomen. Feel the movement in your chest as you breathe. And then bring your attention to your stomach and just notice if your stomach is tense or tight. And if it is, just allow it to soften. And then notice the upper back and the lower back. If you're holding any tension there, just allow that to release. Bring your attention to your legs, your thighs, your knees, your calf and shin, your ankles, and finally bringing your attention to your feet. And notice the sensations of your feet, how it feels to have your feet resting on the floor or ground. Notice the weight of your feet, any sense of temperature, warm or cool, or maybe the feeling of energy present in the feet, a tingling or a buzzing. And breathing in and breathing out. And now see if you can be aware of your whole body, from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. Breathing in and breathing out. And while we rest in this relaxed state of conscious awareness, here is Butterworth's exercise for Chapter 4. We are asked to hold the image of the creation passing before our eyes as a continuum. In the beginning, or in principle, God created. Let there be light. Know your oneness. Let there be a firmament. Have faith in the deep knowing of your oneness. And let the dry land appear, the image of your projected goal. Let it appear within you so that you see from it. And let there be two great lights. The greater light, sun, understanding, to rule the day, and the lesser light, moon, willingness, to rule the night. See this, experience this as a moving process of the creation, your creative genius, and accept the strength of will to press on to achievement. Be willing to allow this creative process to have its way with you. To stand deep in the faith of the knowing of your oneness, and allow that which is to be created through you space by your willingness There is just one source of all that is and all that is not yet. One life, one power, and one presence that is in and through and back of all the manifest world. And this life, this presence, this power has individuated as you. You are in it, and it is in you. God, the center of which is everywhere, and there's some circumference of which is nowhere. And therefore the center of God is in you, and you, and you. You are in it, and it is in you. There can be no other way. This one life is your life. This one power sources you. This one presence is who you are. And the knowing of this truth opens the door to the catalyst of faith. And as you sit in the light of this truth and remain willing, understanding will flower within you. And so it is.
We believe giving in its highest form is a spiritual practice, and we are grateful to be among the beneficiaries of your spiritual practice this evening. May your generosities of hand and heart return to you in untold ways as they reach into our greater world to bless.
Thank you so much for being here this evening and exploring with me these exercises that Butterworth is offering us. He suggests practicing this particular one, this continuum, each day for a week. And if you would like, you may also continue to carry forward into the rest of your week this affirmation, the prayer that Butterworth mentioned. Let there be. Blessings on the rest of your week. Namaste.
I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light.